K-pop Demon Hunters 2 is no longer a rumor. It's officially in development, and the story behind the sequel is way bigger than fans expected. Because the person who confirmed it isn't a leaker. It isn't a rumor site. It's someone who worked on the movie, and what he revealed changes everything. For months, fans have been asking the same question: will K-pop Demon Hunters get a sequel? And now we finally have the closest thing to an official confirmation. Songwriter Mark Sonnenblick, one of the creators behind the film's biggest hit, Golden, revealed that the sequel is in process. That single sentence is massive, because it means development has already started behind the scenes. This isn't speculation anymore. It's real. Here's the part that surprised fans. The sequel likely won't release until around 2029. 4 years sounds like forever, but for animation, it actually tells us something important. Animated films take years of writing, designing, music production, and world building, which means Netflix and Sony aren't rushing this. They're planning something big. Let's talk about why the sequel was inevitable. K-pop Demon Hunters didn't just perform well, it became a global phenomenon. The film became Netflix's most watched animated movie ever, and the song Golden, it didn't just go viral. It won major awards, won a Grammy, earned an Oscar nomination. A fictional K-pop group winning real-world music awards. That almost never happens. This movie didn't just succeed, it crossed into real-world pop culture. And once that happens, sequels become inevitable. Here's one of the most interesting things Sonnenblick said. He explained that the music for the sequel will come after the story is developed. That sounds simple, but it reveals something huge. It means the sequel will focus heavily on story first, not just songs, not just performances, story, which strongly hints that Part 2 may be deeper, darker, and more emotional. Behind the scenes, Netflix and Sony reportedly finalized a deal to make the second film. That partnership matters, because the first movie was already a massive collaboration between animation, music, and streaming. Now imagine what happens when both companies invest even more into the sequel. Bigger budget, bigger world, bigger stakes. This announcement tells us 3 huge things. The franchise is becoming long-term. The story isn't finished, and the world of K-pop Demon Hunters is expanding. And that leads to the biggest question of all. What will the sequel actually be about? Because the first movie clearly left major story threads open. Jinu's fate remains unresolved. The Saja boy story feels unfinished. Rumi's hybrid identity was only just accepted, and the demon world still exists. The first film wasn't an ending, it was the beginning of a larger universe, and the creators clearly have more stories to tell. Here's the most wholesome part of the announcement. Sonnenblick said the success of the song and film happened because fans kept telling people to watch it. This sequel exists because of fan support. Fan art, streams, TikTok edits, YouTube theories. The fandom didn't just watch the movie, they built the movement that made the sequel possible. A sequel in development means new music, new villains, deeper lore, bigger battles, and emotional character arcs. K-pop Demon Hunters is no longer a single movie, it's becoming a franchise. The sequel is coming, the story isn't over, and the world of Huntrix is only getting bigger. Now, the real question is, what part of the story are you most excited to see continue?